Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my xBossKillerx versus the World series, and in this episode, we're gonna fight Araxxor. This series is where I take bosses on in Runescape 3 at the lowest combat possible. And today, I'm trying Araxxor at 44 combat. This boss is known for being quite difficult, and a lot of people do struggle learning this boss when getting into PvM, as it's probably the first higher tier boss. So let's see if it's possible at 44 combat. If you want to see how I made this account, that's in the description from the previous episode. And without further ado, let's get into it. This costs a lot of money, 27 mil pretty much for the ring and the amulet, and then the upgrade kit, which I can sell back because you can deattach it anytime, cost me 30 mil as well. As you can see, the amulet of souls has 46 in every stat and 5 prayer. If you use the ornament kit, it now has 48 in every stat and 5 prayer. So it gives +2 in every stat, which is helpful because I can literally just right click, split it and sell it back. So I'm literally just gaining 2 in every stat for free essentially, because I'm going to sell it back once I've done racks, hopefully, you know. This is my setup and my stats. It's pretty interesting of a setup, and it's what I've chose to go with just because I feel like this is going to do us the best. 90 attack unlocked the scythe. I needed the scythe for the scythe range. I could have tried the pterosaur maul or something, but the pterosaur maul requires 80 strength and doesn't have scythe range, and also doesn't work against Araxxor, which is phase 4. For those reasons, I just don't feel like the maul's going to be as good as a scythe. Even though it would save me a couple of combat levels, I feel like the scythe is just so much better. I am 44 combat, we got 40 prayer for the protection prayers, 30 magic for surge, then we had to get our 90 agility for our agile, we got Seer's Headband 1, Death Touch Bracelet, Ring of Death, Amulet of Souls with the ornament kit, a 99 cape, the scythe has Crackling 3 and Precise 2 Equilibrium 2 on it, and then we have a Sign of Death. When it comes to the actual inventory setup, we have an Overload, Super Perennial, Super Restore, loads of Super Saradomin Brews, Blue Blubber Jellyfish, and expensive spices and biscuits. The key to this is the biscuits with the expensive spices. Healing 250 every single eat is going to help so much when conserving food in the early phases. We need to conserve as much food as we can in the early phases, so when it gets to phase 4, we can just chug down those brews and eat those blubbers and just power through that phase. Before then, we want to save as much as we can, and biscuits are the answer to that. Now the setup's out of the way, let's give it a try, right? Every little tiny bit of HP is going to be beneficial. There you go, we got a bonfire boost that gave us nearly 200 extra HP. That's actually pretty good. So this was my original attempt, and my inventory looks a little bit different to what I showed before. One of the reasons for this is I was going to use more brews, but I feel like the combo eating of the jellyfish and the brews in the last phase is very crucial. So I subbed out some brews and went with jellyfish. That being said, you obviously know that I don't kill it in this kill, and this is just an attempt. So I kind of spoiled the fact that I don't kill it on my first try, but I didn't really expect to kill it on my first try, right? Another thing that I improved on is I had an anti-poison ++. So instead of the anti-poison ++, to save an inventory space and give me more food, I overloaded an Irrit incense before going in and took the timer up to like 30 minutes. That way I'm immune to poison the whole kill. Irrit at 4 potency gives you 100% immunity to poison, and that's super helpful. But when it comes to the tactic that I chose to do is with an Amulet of Souls, it decreases the damage you're taking by 10% with your protection prayers. But that's essentially stopping 20% of the visible damage. What do I mean by that? Well, you might think I'm crazy saying that, but if you hear me out, you'll understand why. The reason why I said it's pretty much 20% of the visible damage reduction is because it's 10% on top of the existing 50% reduction. So if you're not wearing an Amulet of Souls and you're taking 500s, that's 50% of what it would be anyway, which is 1,000. 10% reduction applies on the base amount, so on the 1,000. So that 10% reduction is 100 less on top of already 50% less. This means your hit goes from 500 to 400 that you see. So essentially it's 20% less that you see in damage. It is so helpful. Amulet of Souls is definitely the MVP in this build. I don't know whether that made sense to you guys, but I tried to explain it the easiest way possible. Because the Amulet of Souls reduce so much damage, I take on average around 200 to 450 damage every hit from Araxxor with Protect from range up. This means if I chug the biscuits, I just continuously heal myself, and I don't really have to worry about using any other food than biscuits in the first phase and the third phase. I'll be taking the darkness bath, so I may need to use a couple of brew doses in the darkness bath just to ensure that I don't die. But for the most part in the darkness bath as well, I can use biscuits to keep my HP up there also. This is what I meant with biscuits being MVP with the expensive spices. They're just so good. 250 healing all the time is amazing. The only downside to this is because I'm constantly chugging biscuits, it takes down 2 adren every eat. This means I don't really get adren for thresholds, which means the kill's going to take longer. But if I can save as much food as I can for the last phase, I can use my thresholds in the last phase because blubbers and brews don't take down my adren. I can just continuously eat those biscuits and it doesn't matter how long the kill takes me as long as I have enough biscuits. And yeah, like I said, I didn't survive this kill. I'll show you why. Okay, now we'll do this and push it in. No, that's a cleave. No! Ah! Why is it so easy to die? Ah! I hate Araxxor. So it was time to try Araxxor again and hopefully get the kill this time. Burn down the web, get an anticipate going. Something I tried to do throughout the kill was attack Araxxor when it webs, just to stop some of the healing, because the healing really does add up, especially with the little amount of damage I output. Then if I hit and reflect myself for a 500 or something, it's very easy to heal back up with the biscuits. Just like I stated though, I'm going to be chugging the biscuits throughout phase 1, 2 and 3, trying to save all my food for phase 4. Man, the amount of splashing I do is insane, dude. The amount of splashing. There we go. Right, perfect. Hit it once and let's go. Alright, so we're on to the next phase. If we use like a lot of our biscuits as well though, we should be fine. Alright, well, just keep eating, boys. Keep eating. Now we just need to make sure we click the right arrow. Click the right arrow key. Alright, keep eating. And then it's going to come with a... Oh no, is this the one? No, it's going to spawn minions. I need to get out as soon as possible so the minions don't touch me. Because I can't kill them. I can't kill the minions because they're gonna give me XP. So I literally can't kill them. They need to stay back there and never come over. If they stay back there, we'll be fine. I think they're staying. Okay, that's fine. 60k, not too bad. Right, I'm gonna take a lot of damage from all of these range hits, I think. There we go, yeah. Insta-kill spiders right there. So we're gonna have to get away from that. Right, the insta-kill spider's slow, so we should be fine. All right, good. Back in we go. No, no!
It was at this moment he knew. He up.
No way, no! Ah! I'm so annoyed. I saw it coming. No! That went so well. We used no food. And then we just died to a cleave. I hate this game. Alright, boys and girls, we've got this. The method works. We just need to perfect it and not crash and not get hit by cleaves. Right, devotion. Is it? Oh, I knew it was going to do... why did I devotion? It just got cancelled. That is so bad of me. Why did I do this? We anticipated that cocoon, and now we're getting ready for the shadow phase, or darkness phase, and we should be fine for this. Alright, so now we gotta do this and try not to die. Good. Alright. I want to get in here. Thank you. Alright, we're in the light, so we just need to do this another time, and we good? Good. Alright, perfect. Right, let's go. Now we're on phase 3. We need to get past phase 3. We haven't done that yet. We definitely need to do that. I'm gonna anticipate because I think it might come with a cocoon or something. Let's see. Are you gonna do... Probably gonna be darkness in it. It's always darkness. Or a cleave. That works. As long as you don't run into the cleave, we're fine. Alright, so we're doing okay. 11 minutes in. We're pushing through the next phase. And the last phase is the test. And I get XP for pushing it into the last phase, so I need to be very careful when it comes to that. Alright, so we can lure those when it does like the next... Yeah, one of these. Alright, it's absorbed 2 of them. It's gonna hurt me. So we need to get this done as quick as possible, I think. Oh, he hits hard now. He hits hard now. You can really notice the difference. He hits fast. No! Oh my god, I thought I got hit by that then. That would not have been fun. Alright, now we just need to push it through. Hopefully. Without taking too much damage. Alright, one more hit. Come on, one more hit. Alright, last phase. This is the test. It gave me 41 HP, by the way. 41 HP. I just got range XP! How did I get range XP? What the hell? What gave me range XP? It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so the tactic for Araxxor is to prayer flick correctly. If I miss prayer flicks, I could get one shot, especially as it gets later on, as it gets ramping up harder and harder and harder in enrage throughout this phase. I lured the acidic spiders from the previous phase to make it a bit less enraged, but It gets very strong very quickly, so I need to get this phase done as quick as possible. This is why I'm not going to be using any of the biscuits. I'm using Blubbers and Bruise so it doesn't take down my Adren, so I can use my Thresholds and I can use all the abilities I possibly can, and then I can use Devotion to stop some damage, etc. That's the plan. Let's get it. Right, overpower? How much to hit? 3.8k? That's like our highest hit. That's like our highest hit. No. Stop taking so much damage, Maikeru. Right, we need to just DPS it down, come on. The little sludgy thing's gonna be annoying, but we have a lot of food. Like, it's gonna hit us, and we, like, have to tank one hit, right? So, that's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, no. The little sludge, go away. You're making me nervous, sludge. Leave me alone, dude. Get ready to move instantly. There we go. Right, sludge is coming in again. Get ready to move instantly. No way! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was scary. Don't melee me. I've got the wrong bar on. Hey, we did it! I signed at the end and it killed it, but we did it. The sign at the end got it, and we are 45 at combat. Dude, I was so nervous. I used so much food. That was like, oh, okay. So we killed it at 44 and it got us 45 combat. So we technically did it at 44 combat, but we're 45 now. And I have no idea why it gave me range XP. What gave me range XP, game? What gave me range XP? What the hell, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna pet charts whatever I get just for the memes. We got Onyx Bolts, which actually isn't even that bad of a drop, but we need the pet, right? We need the pet. Let's go. Gimme. Roll. Nah, didn't get the pet, but hey, the dream was there. 1 kill, boys. We did it. I'm so happy. I was just, I don't know, that last phase was scary, dude. 25-minute kill. Those biscuits, man, with the expensive spices for the MVP. That was the MVP. I'm going to leave a link to the highlight of my stream of the full 25-minute kill. If you wanted to watch the full thing, it's in the description to this video. I tried to show the highlights of the fun parts, but if you did want to see every single part of it and exactly how I did it, it's all documented in the description in that highlight. Thank you so much for watching. I found out what gave me range XP. It was the Death Touch bracelet. It was reflecting range damage that Rax was dealing on me back at it, so I got range XP for that. I'm so happy that we managed to do this, and I think it's the lowest recorded kill ever. I've searched the whole of the internet and I cannot find any kills at around this level, so I think I am the lowest player to kill Araxxor, at least the recorded one. There could be someone that's killed it lower, but it definitely hasn't been put anywhere because I've checked Reddit, I've checked official Runescape forums, I've checked everywhere, and the only piece of information I could find is someone that's killed it under level 70 that was posted like 2 years ago by Jagex themselves. So that's probably someone in their 60s. This was so much fun to do, and do let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me kill another boss at the lowest level possible and build a stupid build for it. One that I did have in mind was QBD. It requires summoning to kill, but I could make a summoning tank and then kill it with a familiar. And that would be a low combat level to kill the QBD, and I think that might work. If you have any other ideas, let me know. Do remember though, some of the bosses like Telos and Gold's Dungeon 1, stuff like that, they all have certain requirements that are inbuilt, and it just allows you not to be able to do them at the lowest combat ever. So I want to try and find some bosses that I could do at a low combat that don't have too many requirements. Like the QBD, I think 60 summoning's the requirement. So I can try and do it at a very low summoning level and maybe some defense and do it at a really low level. I also still plan on doing the level 3 fire cape. That will come as well. I need to do loads of research into that, and I'm constantly looking at ideas and theories. It's very hard to do in EOC, but I think it might be possible. I've got to do a bit more theory crafting and testing for that though. Do give the video a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to RuneScape 3. And as always, until next time, see ya.